Hi everyone, welcome to the US CPA classes. In this particular video of regulation, that is your taxation and regulation exam, I'll be walking you through high level on chapter 3, that is business law. In this particular chapter, you can expect around 15 to 25% would be coming in your exam. So let's dive into it.
Business law include your agency act, your contract act, which is your debtor-creditor relationship, federal law and regulation, and business structure. These are the 5 topics. So agency act, do you know like agent and principal relation? Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Any idea who is considered as agent?
Agent is one works on behalf of the principal.
Yeah, and who is principal?
Principal is one who takes the responsibilities and give the rights to agents to work on behalf.
Yeah, so do you remember like 3 factors to identify whether that individual or the company is working as a principal or working as agent?
Company is working as a principal. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Company is working as a principal here, and the other people under them are an agents.
No, what are the 3 conditions if you remember from your college
Very
days?
first condition, is who has the authority to assign somebody.
Authority
Second
to?
is make final decision or represent somebody and authorize that the person is representing him and he is working on his behalf is a principal. There are like different type of agencies as well. Some are like legally been assigned as legally, and then there are non-legal which is come from the specialization of the work. Like if you are filing a tax return and you are not tax expert, then you approach tax expert to file your return. That is also formally you don't require a contract to sign on that. You just assign your work, your documentation, and let that person represent you. And
But ultimately, this responsibility vests with the means whatever the actions done by the agent is vested with the contractor also, because acts done on behalf of the contractor only will be agent only. But any performance wrong acts, anything will affect to the business is imposed on the contractor only. That's the principle.
There is 2 clause as well. One is when the principal rectify or authorize any action taken by agent. That is also the one part. And second one is when agent is being hired for a specific job only, and if he is gone beyond that specification, then there is a break of agency law.
Yeah, but 3 key principle which I know like most of you like closer to the principal and agent relationship. But if you remember from your college days, there were 3 conditions over there. First one, who is having inventory risk, right? The second one is who is having credit risk. And the third one is who is having authority to fix the price, right? So if these 3 conditions are meeting, that individual is considered or company is considered as principal. If these 3 requirements are not meeting, then it will be considered as agent, right? As bylaws I'm just talking about. Yeah, most of you like have shared like very right examples, and we'll be discussing more in detail about all the agencies requirement and the principles as well as agents roles and responsibility, right? Second is contract. Right, do you remember like contract act from your college days?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is a contract? There were certain
Contract is
conditions.
nothing but this acceptance is the one thing between the parties. There must be a contract. The contract is accepted by both the parties, and this is what I can recall.
Yeah. Anyone else would like to add?
The contract is
Sir,
when at least two
sir, I
parties.
think Sir,
one
legal
offered,
obligation.
Yeah, one by one, please go ahead.
one propose, one person propose, and other accept that offer.
Yeah, offer and acceptance. Yeah,
After
very
an
true.
acceptance, then if we have a legal binding, then it has to be in writing. Otherwise, oral contract is also been there. Then some consideration is also be the part of that contract.
Very true. Yeah, Shubham, you're saying something? Shambhu, sorry.
Sir, I was saying basically contract is an agreement between two parties which is legally binding themselves. And of course, there should be an offer and acceptance to the agreement, and they can legally take an action based on that document.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are like certain conditions, which is like offer, acceptance, legal consideration, right? Should not be illegal consideration. That has to be there, and person should be sound-minded. It should not be in undue
Yes,
influence, right? All those things will be studying over here in the contract. So, what are the difference between agreement, contract, like formation, performance obligation, discharge of obligation, breach of obligation, remedials. So those all things will be studying over here. It will remind your school college days for sure. Right. Next is debtor creditor. We all know debtor from whom you need to take money, and creditor whom you have to make the payments, right? So we'll be understanding in detail rights, duties, and liabilities of debtor, creditor, or if there is any guarantor, right? And then we'll be discussing about bankruptcy and insolvency, the impact of the same on debtor, creditor, and recovery of the amount, and secure transaction, how we need to dealt with that. Then we'll be understanding some bit of federal law and regulations requirement specifically to the CPAs, what all things we should be considerate. And then last one is the business structure. So business structure, like in India, you know, like sole proprietorship, partnership, LLP, LLC, private limited company, public limited company, right? There are various way of business structuring, right? In US, we'll be understanding, you know, there will be sole proprietorship, partnership, LLP, LLC, but there's a C corporation or S corporation, right? There's no private limited company, there's no public limited company. So we'll be understanding different type of formation of the corporation, selection criteria, operation criteria, terminology for the respective business entity, rights, duties, legal obligation, authority of the owners, and management for different formation of the business, right?